personification. Well, well, we cannot say personification because we cannot personify God. He is an entity by himself. So he is saying what God could create or frame something that is both youthful and symmetrical, and also terrifying and fearful. The God who created such a creature is is fearful because he made this beautiful creature of mankind to have a free will. As we said that he created this creature with a free will. With this free will, he means that they can choose to do right or wrong, and that that the idea of having a free will is terrifying by itself. Why? Because he will not be innocent in his doing. He's going to do whatever he wants according to his own will, according to his own will. Now, in the second stanza, we move to the second stanza. In what distant deeps or skies burned the fire of thine eyes? On what wings dare he aspire? What the hand there sees the fire? Ladies, in the first two lines, there is a comparison between distant deeps referring to hell and the skies referring to heaven. So here, because he uses two places, it means what? Excuse me, ladies, for a while, please. Yes, ladies. Now we go back to stanza 2. He is comparing between two places. Now look at him. Why does he use these two places? He says he begins the second equation, quadrant means 4 lines of the piece with some imagery as well. Sorry, not some, same. As well as another rhetorical question. Now again, he is using a question. By the way, all these questions are rhetorical questions. It means what? What is the meaning of rhetorical question? Can any one of you answer, please? What is the rhetorical question, ladies? Yes, Fatima. Yes. Very good. Yes, very good, Fatima. Here, a rhetorical question means what? It means the question that is asked without waiting for an answer. It is a question that we already have the answer, or at least we have an expectation about the answer, but we ask it because either we are astonished at it, or we cannot imagine how can such a thing happens, and it is happening. Okay, so we are not waiting. It means that we will not have an answer for it. The answer is freely given according to your own opinions. Okay, so when he is asking these questions remain until the end of the poem unanswered. Not like the lamb, the questions are answered. Why? Because there was faith there. There was faith. While in the tiger, no question is answered. None of the questions are answered or is answered. Why? Because all of these questions are unanswerable. The answer is so astonishing. The answer is yes. The answer is it depends on your own philosophical aspect. Okay, so or the writer wants to tell their readers that don't seek for answers. It is these questions are always roaming in our minds, and they are roaming till now. With the creation until now, with the beginning of the creation till now, we are asking why God created good and he created evil. Why? And the writer later will show why this happens. Now, when in this quatrain, he is giving another rhetorical question: in what distant deeps or skies burn the fire of thine ladies, thine, not they think, thine eyes, yani your eyes. By the terms distant deeps or skies, Blake is using an allusion. By the way, allusion, which kind of allusion? It is biblical allusion, because there is a reference to hell as the deep distant deeps, or deep distance, in fact. But he is switching again. He is switching the words to show confusion, to create a picture of heaven and hell. The fiery image of the tiger, because he appears to us as if he is made of fire, suggests danger, as fire equates fear. Also, it suggests danger because it creates fear. Blake is asking, who was the God who created the tiger? Here, this is I. Sorry, ladies. I'm going to correct this because I have written it with hasteness. Was he the God in heaven? Skies. Here, skies referring to heaven. Or was he created by Lucifer in hell? Lucifer is part of Greek mythology, that Lucifer is the god of hell, because he is referring to distant deeps. Now, he is asking, who had created the tiger? Is he the same God from heaven who created the lamb? Is he the same God who created the tiger, or it is another God who is the God of hell who created this? By the way, this is Greek mythology. The next two lines are more rhetorical questions. Again, we have another rhetorical question. On what wings dare he aspire, and on what the hand dare seize the fire? Here, ladies, again, he is wondering and asking about who could create such a creature like the tiger. He is made of fire, as if the tiger is created of fire. So which hand was daring enough to seize, to grasp, to catch this fire and mold and make the body of the tiger? when he refers, was he flying in the sky with wings, and that's why he didn't feel the fire, or was he on earth? Okay, and what about his hand? How could it dare seizing this fire to mold the body of the tiger? The question on what wings dare he aspire could refer to Icarus or Icarus. Again, a Greek mythology. This god or this person created wings so that he can fly free, free of labyrinth, free of any responsibility. The second rhetorical question, what the hand did seize the fire, could refer to God Prometheus. Again, this is a Greek mythology. Ladies, this stanza is full of images referring to Greek mythology, and that's why we are emphasizing this. The god Prometheus was doomed by Zeus, by the god of gods, by the father of gods. His name is Zeus. He condemned, he punished Prometheus, one of the gods in the Greek mythology, and Prometheus, in order to revenge from his god Zeus, he gave some of the fire that Zeus uses, and of course it is a heavenly fire, it is some sacred fire, it is some let's say it is a fire that is taken from heaven, from the god, so it is also a heavenly fire. So he seized the fire with his hand, and he gave this fire to who? To mankind. This fire is representing the let's say the free will. In fact, Prometheus was condemned because he wanted to do things by his own will without referring to the god Zeus, and that's why he was punished. Okay, so in return, in revenge, Prometheus stole the fire from Zeus and gave it to mankind, and mankind started to use this fire okay, which is their free will, and they started to do good or evil. So Blake's asking, who could dare seize the fire with their hands? Okay, he is referring to Prometheus, who seized that fire with his hand with dareness, because he dared to revenge against God. Well, as if he is talking, Prometheus is one, as if he is talking about him, just like one of the mankinds. We can look at him, or we can measure his doings as being similar to man's doings when he has a free will. He either chooses to do right, or he dares to do the evil against God's will. Can you get the idea, ladies? Please tell me, because it is a very important idea, and it is a very beautiful idea, in fact. You want me to repeat it? Okay. Most welcome. Now, ladies, when Blake is giving us this Greek mythology about when he says, on what wings dare he aspire, when he says, what the hand dare seize the fire, here this is a reference to a Greek mythology talking about one of the gods. His name is Prometheus. Prometheus was a god, and what did he do? What happened to this god? He was condemned by Zeus, the father of gods, the god of gods. Okay, Zeus punished Prometheus. Why? Because Prometheus has done something wrong. Maybe he had used his own will to do something. Okay, so when Prometheus was punished by Zeus, what did he do? He wanted to get revenge from Zeus by stealing fire, the heavenly fire, because it was only in the hands of Zeus. So he stole the fire from Zeus and gave it to mankind. He gave it to mankind. Why? Because he wanted to get revenge from Zeus. This fire is a reference to the free will, al-irada. And when I have my free will, it means that I will decide what to do with this free will. Either I do good or I do evil. So when he says that, which hand dared to get this fire, okay, it means that by getting this fire, I'm going to do something either good, so I will not be punished, or I dare to, let's say, to challenge the will of my God by doing something evil. So seizing this free will, having this free will, needs dareness, تحتاج جرأة, in order to decide what to do, good or evil. Getting the idea, ladies?
Yes, doctor.
All of you ladies?
Yes, doctor, yes.
Good, great. Now, yes. Now, well, Prometheus dared to seize the fire so he could share it with man. He shared this heavenly fire of the free will with man, as if he is making what? He is making himself, he is making mankind similar to himself. So he is just like an ordinary man who, let's say, who dares to use this